to Godly Thoughts with Koma Tasi. Today we are taking our scripture reading from 1 Samuel 7, verse 3, where Samuel talks to the children of the Israelites and he says, if you are really serious about returning to the Lord, get rid of your foreign gods, your Ashtoreths, and things you got from other nations. Get rid of those and turn to God, and He will receive you. You know, there are times where we need God's help, and we come and we act sincere, as if we are ready to worship Him. But we don't want to make certain sacrifices. We don't want to get rid of certain habits. We don't want to get rid of certain things that we received. You know, there are times where we move around in the deliverance ministry and we encounter people who were given stuff by their late fathers, whether they are pieces of clothes, whether they are knob carries, whether they are clay pots that were being used in rituals. And the person who gives you just says, we are giving you this because you are the firstborn, or we are giving you this because you are in line to becoming a chief, or we are giving you this because ABC is equals to D. Now, the problem is this. When you turn to God, you have gone on an entirely different path from what you used to do. And you are expected to make certain sacrifices, certain changes in direction that prove that you are ready to go in that path. So, let me ask you, how often do you see a person saying they've made up their minds to follow God, but they cannot give up on an adulterous relationship that they are in, but they cannot give up on a business that they are doing which is ungodly, but they cannot give up on some habit that is self-destructive that they picked up a long time ago and they've become accustomed to. Sometimes following God means completely getting rid of those things that we used to do and taking up completely new habits, walking in a completely different trajectory than the one we used to walk in. So, giving up what we used to do, giving up what we used to like, giving up what we used to think is best for us is very difficult. It's a certain level of seriousness that if called upon, a person will say, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I did not want to do this. Samuel confronts the children of the Israelites. He says, I know you believed in false idols. I know you got things from your fathers. I know some of you were married into families where they do certain things. But you said you are making up your mind to follow God. If you made up your mind to follow God, then you will have to give up certain things. There are sacrifices you will have to make. How often do you get into a relationship with someone else and still keep the conduct of former girlfriends, former boyfriends, just in case this relationship doesn't work out and you may want to go back? You see, it's the same thing that we do when we come to God. We don't know if it's going to work, so we keep some of the things from the past. We are under pressure from our relatives and friends, and we know we can't just let go of the old things. We can let go of relatives and friends who want us to do certain things. People call you to a bira, a traditional gala, an ancestral ritual event, and you know that not attending, you may be chucked out by the rest of the family and they may ostracize you. So you realize you cannot take that chance. So what do? You go there secretly. But then when you go there secretly, what you don't understand that you have already opened doors to demonic attacks. Because you are trying to mix two things that cannot be mixed. Salt water and sweet water cannot be put in the same bottle. So you have to make up your mind who exactly you want to be with. Otherwise, you will lose out on both. When you go there, they expect you to participate in their activities. When you come back, the church expects you to participate in its activities. But in the end, you will lose out because you cannot mix milk and meat in the same relish plate. You have to choose. If you want milk, you eat milk. If you want meat, you eat meat. So we have to be careful. The church of today, we are caught in a crossroads. People tell you, being a Christian does not mean throwing away your traditions. But it does mean throwing away a lot of what people used to do, which was ungodly. So today, make up your mind. Are you for God or are you not for God? Because if you are for God, you have to give up everything from the past. Otherwise, ciao and have a blessed day.